and I'd be like, I am bad. And he was like, I don't care. And 2 games in, he'd be like, Riley, what are you doing?
They're trying to eat you. Get off me.
Fight for your life.
So I had my tiny little bald head like, in the corner of the screen, and I was playing God of War. So I was like, me and you, Kratos, like, we are brothers.
Welcome back to another episode of G2A Unlocked.
Your gateway to adventure.
My name is Max.
And I'm Forrest.
And we have another special guest today. We got Riley Rose in the building.
Thank you. I'm so excited
Let's
to
go.
be here.
We are so happy to have you. First and foremost, thank you so much for coming through.
Yes.
And how was your drive in?
It was long, in about 2 hours, because we're in the great state of California, Los Angeles area.
Yes.
But again, so I said it when I got here, it was absolutely worth it. The whole drive down, I was so excited. I kept like checking, like, I must be close because it's feeling good. Nope, got some time to go. But again, totally worth it. I'm so stoked to be here.
Nice. Yeah, like I said, we're so happy to have you. And, just let's start off by you telling us a little bit more about you and, your career and gaming and how all that just turns into one big ball of fun, I guess you could say.
One big ball of fun it has been. So I have been a gamer like my whole life. When I was growing up, my parents, bless their hearts, they just didn't understand why I'd want to be a gamer.
Sure.
My brother was a big Halo player and Call of Duty zombie player, so I would hop on with him and he'd go, Riley, go out there, and I'd run while the zombies ate me, and then he'd shoot them.
The decoy.
Exactly. It would start there, and we had a bunch of like Nintendo systems. I feel like Nintendo was kind of, they're like, that was cute, so she can kind of have the Nintendo systems, and I then would sneak down and like play my brother's stuff, and he'd walk down and be like, you're ruining my stats, like, what are you doing? So I would just try as much as I could to game as much as I was allowed to.
Sure.
And then it wasn't until I was kind of older, got out of the house. When I was in college, I bought my first PlayStation by myself, and it was like, all right, that's when it started to become a little bigger, started realizing, how much was outside of just Nintendo. And I like my first game that I fell in love with was Twilight Princess, because it was like, damn, this has got a story, like a big and deep story. This is a little bigger than Nintendogs and Animal Crossing has for me. This is awesome. And then it was like Fable, God of War, all these other big ones that it was like, oh my God, like this world is so much bigger. So again, it was PlayStation that really got me into like, all right, there's so much more here. So in general, gaming just always was a big part of my life. I just didn't know how big it was.
Sure.
And then once I knew, it was like, oh, all right, it's bad from here on out. And for content creation part, I basically, it started in 2020. It started during COVID, but pre-COVID, I was working in live streaming. I was working behind the scenes. I was working in a lot of the technical direction part already. So already doing camera goes here, this audio part goes here, all of those things. And when COVID hit, the company I was working for was like, psh, we could do this from home, no problem.
Right.
We'll send all this stuff out. It did not work out. And they're like, we're going to take all this stuff home. And they just happened to not ask for a few things back. And it was like, I think I could maybe get a stream together with this. I was like, I think that I could.
That's cool.
And actually, it was right when ASMR was
popping
off. Yeah, it was when ASMR was popping off. So it was like, all right, I had a friend who is a really big Smite streamer. His name's Rathan. And he came to me because at first I was doing gaming, but my camera was like, I'm sorry, Mike, the camera was like the smallest thing in the world. At the time, I had always wanted to shave my head. And I mean, it was COVID. So I was like, yeah, why not? So I had my tiny little bald head like, in the corner of the screen, and I was playing God of War. So I was like, me and you, Kratos, like, we are brothers. And you just like barely could see me. Like, it was really cute. Like, when I look back at it, I'm like, oh, there I am. How adorable. So he was kind of like, yeah, you know, I think you could try what's popular right now. And so when I started going that direction, just because I already had an idea of some of the technical parts, it was a little easier when it was just a camera, less of the gaming part with it. So I did a little bit better with that and started growing with that. And as soon as that hit a little bit of consistency, and I was like, all right, I got an audience, I'm going to game again. It's like, okay, cool. This is doing well now.
Let's
slowly bring gaming back into it.
Smart.
So it started first with ASMR gaming again, games like Animal Crossing, since it was so popular.
Yeah.
More chill games like that. And that consistency, especially because it was at home, it was COVID times. That consistency was a lot more easier than it'd probably be for people today.
Sure.
So it was pretty easy to then just straight up be like, you know, how about we bring not just that ASMR gaming back, but full-on gaming back. So it was pretty easy to bring that back into my channel, and that was 5 years ago.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
pretty much what I'm still kind of doing today. I still do some ASMR, but man, ASMR is difficult. ASMR is difficult, and people have such an image, I feel like, when I'm like, oh, I do ASMR. And I just don't. I do some weird ASMR. And immediately I know people are like, thinking probably something super weird, but when I say that, I mean I dress up as Wario and Luigi, and they come on screen with me. I do some pre-recorded content.
That's cool.
And they mess around, and they're like, "Oh yeah," they pretend like they're gonna be hot. I'm like, "Yeah, let me go get into something comfortable, chat." And then Wario and Luigi come on screen, and they're like, "What? You didn't? This isn't what you wanted,
This
chat?
is comfortable, ain't
This
it?
is
Like,
comfortable."
right?
And I love to do it where I do Luigi on the green screen, so all you see is the L on his hat, basically. So I brought that in to support more of the gaming stuff. A lot of my stuff is now being a little more oriented to that gaming part, because ASMR is great. I love it because you connect with people, you support and help people, but at the end of the day, like, the love is gaming. ASMR is great because you can help and support people, but you can ask a lot of ASMR artists, especially after 5 years, it's hard to support people, relax people, and be the one doing it when gaming gives so much back to you. While you're giving so much as a streamer and content creator as well.
Wow,
I've never heard. That's a unique story.
Very much so.
It's
really,
I know that too. I'm proud
is really
of it.
cool.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. It's weird and it's a lot sometimes, but my 5-year anniversary of like being kind of full-time really doing it pretty well is in August.
Wow. I just want to give you a round of applause real quick, because that is just so cool. Like, I've heard a lot of very interesting stories, but that one specifically is extremely unique and really really cool, because you would never really think of ASMR spinoff in gaming. Like, that's really cool, you know. And but you said you bought a PlayStation when you got to college. I gotta know, what was the first game you got?
So that one's pretty funny too, because again, I really had a limited understanding of how big gaming was. I had played like MMOs like World of Warcraft. So that's like a big understanding of gaming at the same time, and that opened my eyes of like, wow, this world is so big. But again, the understanding was limited, so I actually bought The Witcher 3. And then it basically was like, hey, there's this expansion pack and another expansion pack if you want. Do you want to buy the full game? And I was like, why not? So I accidentally downloaded the biggest version of the game possible, which from the beginning of The Witcher basically is like, you have bought the expansion pack, so you can choose from the beginning which path you shall take down this road. And I was like,
It's too much.
I just thought I bought The Witcher, so I started it, and as I was playing, it kept asking, like, do you want to do this path or this path through your DLC? And I was like, what? Like, what? What is this? So I played it and got overwhelmed with it, and I did actually back off of it.
Yeah.
Like, I did not jump into it super
Yeah.
far. So Witcher was one of the first ones I played, and then decided to buy The Binding of Isaac, which
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have
I've heard of it.
I've heard
never
of it
played
too.
it though.
much smaller game. Rogue like randomly, generated each time you die. It's different. Played that for hours and hours and hours. My roommates would come home and I'd be like, sit down and watch. It's different this time.
You were forcing an audience upon yourself.
That's funny.
Yeah, and none of them really played games. And then one of my roommates was like, I have played one game. I was like, what is it? And she's like, The Last of Us.
Oh yeah,
So-
that game is awesome.
And it was before the second one had come
Yeah.
out. And
Yeah.
so she sat down and we played it together.
Yeah.
And it was so great. Like, she would sit there and wait for certain story things to happen. And
Yep.
then as soon as they would happen, it was like,
You didn't want to see your
"Did you see
reaction.
that?" Yeah. It was so fun. It was awesome.
Oh man, yeah, that game, The Last of Us, is absolutely insane. Like, it's super chill. Gets a little scary sometimes, with the jump scares and stuff like that. But for the most part, that game it's insane.
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah, and again, like back to the ASMR stuff. So it's cool because I feel like ASMR is like super relaxing, right?
Yeah.
Which is a key element to gaming as well.
Yeah.
Like, tell me a little bit more about like how gaming relaxes you and maybe some of your audience too. It's cool.
I think, one of the biggest things that I think a lot of people can relate to with gaming, and I think really easily crosses over to ASMR, is that life is life. It's
Yeah.
a lot, and it can be a lot in really great ways, really
Yeah.
bad ways, really general ways, and gaming can take you into different worlds. It can just take your mind off of it real quickly.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's games you can sit down and play for hours and hours. There's games you can jump in and play for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like just one quick round. Let's actually be real. That's a lie though. Like
Right.
we'll go,
That is
it'll be one quick round
And
and,
then
then
3
2
hours
hours later. Yeah.
Yep, 3 hours later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it is such a tool to allow us to just take a moment to be somewhere else
Yes.
when we're struggling with where we're at
Yeah.
right now.
Absolutely.
And ASMR can very much do the same thing for us. And I go a little back and forth sometimes. Like, if I don't have the energy to
Sure.
put some unique energy into it, I'll just do some very typical tapping on stuff,
Yeah.
scratching ASMR. So people will come in and say, God, I've had a stressful day. I can't sleep. I'm
Yeah.
worried about something tomorrow. I'm happy to be here. Or I throw on a Wario costume and whisper to him instead. And it's like, now it's a little entertaining while hopefully they
Yeah.
can kind of fall asleep. Or I'll play something like Stardew. And
Yeah,
if you're a
Stardew Valley.
fan of it, you get to have that same distraction.
Yeah.
You're watching and you're thinking about, oh, I haven't played Stardew. Maybe
Sure.
I should. Oh, I kind of want to get my town back
Yes.
up
Yeah.
again. Oh, I even want to play a little bit myself. It still brings that same, it's almost grounding because when
For
we're
sure.
so stressed, you get ungrounded. Your mind's in a million places.
Yeah.
When you're gaming, when you're watching just a stream in general,
Yeah.
when you're watching an ASMR stream, you're focused on just that one thing for even just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it brings your attention to something that gives you a moment to breathe,
Yeah.
a moment to enjoy, a moment to not be so overwhelmed by everything else going on
Sure.
and just be in that game instead.
Yeah.
And that's such a great and awesome feeling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. For me, right now, the most relaxing thing, actually, it kind of plays into ASMR a little bit too, is sim racing. Because
yeah.
the game that I play specifically, I can modify it so I can put any car I want. for the most part, and I can go, like, I have the LA Canyons map, so I'm driving through the actual LA Canyons, but I'm very picky on which cars I drive because of how the car sounds, like the different turbo noises and when you shift the gears. And honestly, man, like every time I sit there, I'm like, I'll just play for like 10 or 15 minutes. Next thing you know, I'm there for like 45 minutes. My wife's like, babe, where are you at? So it's like,
he's like, I'm in traffic.
Yeah, literally. Like, actually. And man, it's just so relaxing. And that's actually how I feel about Split Fiction. Because Split Fiction, you keep dying, you come back. You know what I'm saying? When you die every time, it's funny. You're laughing with the person you're playing with. It's just fun. Like, you know, Apex Legends, when we die, I'm ready to fight somebody. I'm ready to point the finger at, like, why weren't you shooting when I was shooting?
Your teammates' fault.
Yeah, where was you at? Why was you over there when I was over here?
I have friends who are always like, oh my gosh, Riley, you know, come play. I'm okay at, like, Marvel Rivals. I'm okay at Overwatch. It's Fortnite and Apex, and I just feel so bad because I'll have friends who try. They're nice at first and they try. They're like, yeah, really, come play. In Apex, I die within like seconds. I'm like, where did they all come from?
Yeah.
It's like, in Fortnite, they're always like, they're over there. I'm like,
where?
Like, where are they? I don't know how people see them. And I literally am like just wide open. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm just gonna keep bumping into you. I'm like, we're friends now. But I just am looking around like a dumbass, honestly. I'm just like, they're like all in cover, and I'm like, where are they? Like,
he's just standing out there like, are they over there? They're over there? Oh, right there? They're right there?
I almost try to make it relaxing because I'm like, everybody just get in the car. We'll just
Let's
go
just drive around.
Until we find somebody, maybe, until we're last up. Like, I'll try to make it as relaxing as possible.
It's like, people ask her to play, and then they're chill. And they're like, oh, it's okay. We know you don't play that often. And then like 30 minutes in, they're like, okay, O'Reilly, can I ask you a question? Like, when we said to move, why didn't you move?
Why didn't you move?
But it's like everybody's cool for like the first 30 minutes, and then it's like now people got questions.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, actually now I have a really good question for you. So that's my question to you right now, Riley. What tips do you have for people to just relax in the game?
Man, to relax in the game really is that you just can't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
And if there is a game that you are sitting there and you find yourself being like, oh my God, really take a little step back and be like, is this worth it?
Sure.
Like, is this game worth it? And the truth is, if the answer is yes, if you're like, you know what? Yeah. Okay, like, let yourself be mad then.
Sure.
Like, you gotta then admit to yourself, I'm mad over Apex. I'm mad over Fortnite. But then, if it's, you know, like you're saying, like an RPG, something like that, if it's really a game that you want to enjoy, you have to figure out a way to let yourself take a breath and potentially relaxing during a game might mean taking a step back for maybe a few days.
Sure, that doesn't work though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it might not work.
It's
it might
not work for me.
There have been times in games as simple as like Stardew. Literally recently, and I say it so much because it's on my brain because I have been playing it.
Yeah.
And for such a relaxing game, like I'm trying to find. Like literally right now I'm trying to find an emerald in the mines for this one timed thing, but then there was, I think, a squid fest going on for only 2 days at the beach right now. So recently when I started the thing, I like started it and I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna find emeralds, and the squid fest is at the beach. I was like, whoa. Like, holy shit.
It's like, I don't think I can get off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like, I truly opened it and was sitting there like, what do I do today? Should I go fucking keep looking for the emerald?
It's like stressing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa. It's like, there is no way that I should feel that way about Stardew.
Right.
And literally today I was like, maybe I should play Stardew. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I've made a decision about what I need to do yet. So I truly, like, I don't want to play it yet until I decide outside of the game what I want to do. And it's like, I really think I'm just going to go for the emeralds. You know why? the squids will be back next year. It's
Sure.
like little, honestly, it's so stupid.
Sure.
But I do not need to stress about Stardew like I do a real life thing.
Yeah,
Like,
you're making life decisions.
yeah, sometimes you have to just realize that games, again, are supposed to take you out of real
Right.
life.
Supposed to.
Like,
Don't be toxic.
do not be toxic. There's
Yeah.
literally a friend for Apex who kept trying to be like, Riley, come play Apex. And I'd be like, I am bad. And he was like,
Yeah.
I don't care. And 2 games in, he'd be like, Riley, what are you doing? And so one time,
Like, I'm being bad.
yeah, I told you. And so recently he was like, Riley, come play Apex. And I was just like, hey,
It's like,
no.
No.
No. And he
never
was like,
talk.
why not? I was like, because when we play, I tell you I'm bad. And then you go, why are you so bad? And so we can't play anymore.
Yeah, nah.
Because I'll stop I literally told him, I was like, at some point, maybe I won't want to be your friend in real
Yeah.
life. Like, that might be it. So truly,
Yeah.
it's like games are fun. If they're not
Yeah.
being fun,
yeah.
you got to step back and just think to yourself, like, why isn't
Yeah.
this fun?
Yep.
And go with whatever the first thought is. Like, trust that first thought. Why isn't this fun? Because I don't like the game.
Right.
Take a step back because I don't like who I'm playing with. Maybe don't play with those
Yeah, don't
people
play
with them.
anymore. Like, it's okay. It's just games at the end of the day. They're
Yeah.
supposed to make your life better.
They're supposed
Facts.
to.
You know, mental health, like talking about relaxation, sim racing really just clears my mind because I'm not thinking about bills when I'm
Yeah.
doing 100
Right.
down the LA Canyons. I'm not thinking about, filing my taxes when I'm hitting the left.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because life, like you say, has all those different things where it's like crazy, but
Yeah.
gaming really like brings it home.
Well, and even supporting physical health. So I
Yeah.
actually have epilepsy.
Okay.
It's not photosensitive,
Okay.
so luckily for those parts of gaming, I'm not sensitive to
Nice.
those parts. But I only recently got diagnosed
Oh.
with it, and it took about a year and a half to figure out what was going
Yeah.
on.
Right.
So during that year and a half, I was having health issues, weird seizures all over the
Right.
place, and if I had a typical 9 to 5 or even a different job that wasn't accepting of those health things,
Yeah.
Right.
I could have had scores of issues,
Yeah.
Yeah.
been fired, things like that. But
Sure.
because, streaming was my full-time job,
Yeah.
I was able to maintain my job, not have a lot of interruptions, and
Wow.
the money that I was making. Like, streaming really helped me the most during
Yeah.
that time period. Like,
Wow.
I do not know what I would do if streaming wasn't my job during
Wow.
this
Yeah.
time. I really don't.
Wow, I've never heard anybody put it that way.
Yeah.
That's it. That's very interesting and also
Yeah.
very true.
I know a lot of people with disabilities who
Yeah.
their biggest outlet is streaming. One, for a lot of the monetary value, and two, just because it's hard to be a disabled
Yeah.
person and find outlets in general that are outside of gaming, creating stuff like that. So gaming and content creation gives so much to people in
Yeah.
so many ways,
Wow.
mentally, physically, like in so many amazing ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's so great.
Well, it is definitely time to play some games. Yo, Riley, you trying to play something?
I am trying to play something.
Let's go.
Damn.
So today it looks like we are playing Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Because you are our guest, you get to do the honors. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Because you're
This is
amazing.
a nice controller.
Thanks.
Because I'm amazing. As amazing as this carpet, honestly.
So it says summer. It says summer 1980 at the bottom. What's
The
yours?
carpet is...
That's
Yes.
really amazing. This
It
whole
is.
set's nice.
So nice.
Yeah, and there's no hump over here anymore. G2A?
Keep your foot
We
there.
figured it
Keep your
out.
Texas good. Thank you.
All right, we're in Texas.
Okay.
I've never been to Texas. Is this what it looks like
Yes.
right now?
Yes, I have been to Texas
I've
twice.
never been to Texas.
I have been to Texas twice. Next week we're going, or in 2 weeks, we're going to Boston.
Oh, it's the Mean Streets
It's
Boston.
PAX East. Have you ever been to PAX
Oh,
East?
I've not.
Awesome.
That
It is
is
dope.
on the bucket list because East always seems really cool.
Oh yeah,
It is
Honestly,
really
West
nice.
is cool. Like,
The
PAX West
coolest.
is
You been to West?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, West is cool, but East hits different. For sure. Boston is good. They got good
This
clam chowder.
move is strictly to
a lot
facilitate
of
better
good- there's a lot of good
coordination with our
entertainment.
boys in uniform, who are at
You
this
can't
very
eat clam
moment
chowder?
You don't like
putting
clam?
together a
there's dairy in it?
surefire plan to retake our
Sucks
city.
to be you, buddy.
And
You like
eradicate
more clam chowder?
That's why you ain't got no friends. Don't.
What you mean? I'm sitting right next to my friend.
This side eye.
He's like, I ain't your friend now.
Like,
We work together. We
broke
are
up with you before this
coworkers.
episode starts.
Oh,
Oh.
she
Oh,
dancing.
Shazzy about to pop locking.
Oh my gosh.
secure your homes.
That's
And
actually
I assure
pretty fire.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
I'm waiting
They-
for the thriller music to start playing.
Yeah, they did a really good job with
I'm
that
not sure if anyone out there is still listening to this trash,
so far,
but if you are,
for sure.
Until you start getting chased.
Yeah.
nobody
Nobody's
is coming
to
to
help you.
help you.
I am.
There's no plan.
Yeah, so I wonder, like, what's up with this game? How's the gameplay feel, look? Can you
What they
shoot,
did-
run?
Both.
Like, what's you can
Both
shoot
all
and run?
things. Shoot and run,
It's
you can
all
sneak.
wrong.
It's a side
We
scroller.
are
So it's a
trapped.
side
Oh, it
scroller
is.
zombie
Staying
game
here
that has some
an
3D
option.
dimension to it, so you can like hide
have
up
to get
behind
out.
something as the zombies go
Escape
back and forth.
The city,
Oh.
any way you
Interesting.
can.
When I
Get
looking
out
at
now.
this, it gives me like the Last of Us kind of vibes,
Okay.
where you have
Ooh.
to survive as a duo, and you can meet other NPCs.
Oh.
Okay.
And then you wind up having to do missions to keep your place safe and send people out, but then you have to control them, but
Huh.
you can lose them. So you could literally lose everybody and be stuck by yourself because
Wow.
doing missions, like people wind up dying.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that everybody has their own skill set. Some people are good at certain things, so you know who you want to send out to do certain missions.
Oh. I like how we have
Interesting.
like,
is
two
it a
white
dual?
guys
Is it a
in cowboy
two-player game?
hats.
That's the only thing I forgot to check to see if it was 2-player. I'm not sure if it's 2-player or not.
We'll find
That's
out.
cool. So
I
we
just
got
don't like the look of this guy. I'm kind of just gonna go off looks.
Daphne
here.
and
It looked
Penny,
like it's been some
Tracy
hard
and
times.
Wayne, Thrill Seeker,
Tracy and Wayne.
Moonshiner.
Can
My boy
craft
likes
Is,
to
brew
know.
is his shirt
moonshine.
dingy or is
Sweaty.
Is that
Sweaty?
It's gotta be sweaty.
See, and I'm not sure if I like that.
Like he was holding
Leo
on
and
his
Daryl,
armpit
he's
for.
tough and a slugger.
He's a whittler.
Loses more hunger each phase. I don't know. Bad cook.
Voracious.
Oh,
don't know if
Lord,
that's a
I need
good
somebody
mix.
to be able to eat something.
Gunsmith, marksman, but he's jaded. I feel an optimist, poor craftsperson. I feel like that's almost stereotypical. I
Right.
just don't like the look of Hector. I don't know what it is.
Hector looked like he been in the streets.
Is that a good
like
thing?
he been drinking.
Oh, but I like Kayla. The fact that she's evasive, a
Yeah.
escape
Yes.
artist. You know, again, we're going off vibes. That
Yeah.
just feels
Yeah,
good.
just don't get her murked.
I'm new to the game.
I guess
I think you want to be new to the game.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that I'm like, let's just jump on it.
Yeah, same.
for the entertainment.
The barricades are in bad shape. There's not enough to survive, and we gotta go to a new shelter. All
So
right.
you gotta bounce.
All right.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
can see all the rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Oh, who the? Oh,
Oh,
that's
that
my
scared
guy.
me too. I'm like, girl.
I'm like, get him,
get away from that stairway.
Yo, I like
Right,
this.
this is so
Yeah, this is kind of
unique.
dope.
Are we going to bed?
And you can see outside, so you can see when zombies start getting closer.
Hey, queen. Okay. All right. Can we run?
So scavenge locations to find resources.
Oh,
so
we
you need to
can
start
run.
checking stuff.
Dang, Kayla's
Okay.
fast.
Yeah.
She's a track
Okay.
star. Confirm actions. Hold RB.
What are my actions?
Oh, I thought there was like a time because I
When you
wonder if
push
time
Y
changed.
by
Oh,
the
I
bed.
wasn't pressing Y. That's why. Okay.
Shelter beds.
So
you
I
can
guess that's
assign.
probably how you rest people when they're exhausted. Because I think
Go downstairs. What else is in
you see in the
here?
bottom she has like 3 meters, a hunger meter, probably tired,
Yeah.
and then I guess the ability to her ability to assess stuff.
Small repair 3 chunks of barricade strength.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to barricade
Oh,
the
there's
door.
some.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they're at the door.
There's some effort out there, but we got some barricades. We're
little bit.
fine, probably. All right. Ooh, a workbench.
Now see, so you can craft stuff.
What is this for? That we could just make some cards?
Yeah,
That's cool.
for the mental health.
We've already lost it. Who is
Oh.
back here?
They-
Don't
Oh.
you go out. Oh, they're banging
oh
on
my
the
God,
door.
They're banging on the door. Where's that barricade?
It looks like the door is already
I don't know
off.
if you want to take. Did it give you an option to do anything to the back door?
Oh my God.
So
I'm
now,
outside.
you sent her on the mission. Now you gotta go do what the mission you just
Can't
did.
she just go on her own?
No.
It's fine. She's is happy. Okay.
How did she get outside though? That's the question.
She might have climbed
There's
out
a
the
window.
out the
Ooh,
roof.
tape. Ooh. Okay, we got some nuts for our screws.
Gotcha.
Can I just walk in here? Hello.
Oh, so you can peek into like so what she? I think she's looking in the like the mail slot
Yeah. Okay.
because that way
cool.
she can tell if it's safe to open the door or not.
Right.
Because if they're in there and you open the door, you're gonna get rushed.
Right.
Sneaking around.
This is
Oh,
this is crazy.
I know this is.
Move into
scary.
doors to peek.
Is
Is that
that-
a,
is
is
that
that,
a-
is that a leg or?
That looks like
If
a leg,
it is,
bruh.
that's he wearing some church pants.
Okay.
For real.
Is it a leg or
my
is
boy
it,
went to
like,
Easter
laundry
Sunday
I
down
hope
the
it's
wall?
laundry, but I
We're
don't
gonna
think it is.
find out.
I don't know. Oh.
I can sneak. Oh wait, sneak.
Oh, run!
You can punch him. Oh my gosh.
Hit Y. Oh no!
They trying to eat you. Get off me.
Fight for your life.
Oh.
Okay, good job.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just step.
Because
Okay.
I don't
you
ever
might
play
wanna.
with Xbox controls either. It's like press Y. I'm
You have
like,
to keep
oh.
looking.
Oh my
Same thing. You better.
gosh.
Yeah,
Okay,
you better.
okay, girl, get through.
Now you know what
Can you
kind of
close
game this
the
is.
freaking door? Can you close doors behind you?
You might be able to.
I'm glad I know how to punch now. I definitely know how to
She panic punch.
She panic punch for sure.
You need a little nap. You go upstairs now. I'm kind of worried to send her out and about because maybe she also needs. Should everybody take a little nap?
I don't know.
Probably
That's a
not.
good question.
At the
Probably not at the
same-
same time.
You don't know. I think we should find out.
Well, yeah, you can assign them both. I guess it's just like if the barricade should be safe.
Right? Because
Overnight.
they have.
Okay, now switch to her,
Where's she at?
and then
She
you
was
can-
already heading upstairs. I'm just
She
saying.
was not.
She
She was just checking.
She was
She
like,
was
"Oh,
checking the
honey,
house.
you going to bed? You need a little.
Bruh.
Oh, it's so scary that we're here alone.
Oh my
tonight."
So they hopped out that bed like Hector lost drained.
Oh, because he was so drained.
Yeah.
She's like, I just worked on the barricade all night. Okay, I think
Did
he
her health
should
go up
go
some?
out. It's the zombie apocalypse. I feel like you accidentally fall in love even
Yes,
if you don't mean to.
He rocking some boots.
All right. Oh, now you teach me to attack? Now you
Cause
teach
she
me to
wasn't
attack?
supposed to.
She wasn't.
She wasn't supposed to be about all that W key action.
Oh, well.
Yeah, because she was pimp slapping zombies.
And she was the evasive one. You
Oh.
just failed
Not
at.
anymore.
Can you sneak up behind him and like break his
Wow.
neck?
Oh, I was supposed to hit Y for a sneak attack.
Oh. Oh.
All right.
You know,
There's something upstairs.
She don't plan on looting nothing.
Something upstairs.
She just
Oh, here it is.
I think he might be coming downstairs.
Oh, it doesn't want to come downstairs. Let me tell you, it ran away. Oh, I thought it was coming down. It's not coming down yet.
she got out of that loot box real
All
quick.
right, so it's Y. I thought it was the sneak attack was X. It is indeed Y. All right, where you at? I see you.
It's creeping.
Oh,
I wouldn't have done.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
That's right. I missed just to give him a chance. Like, oh,
I
yeah,
like
this
this
guy
game.
sucks.
That's what she
I really like. Oh, did I just open that without
You
looking?
did.
I'm looking now.
It is dark in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you just walked up in there like nothing. I just.
Oh, I don't even have a flashlight. I
Yes,
don't
you
need
do.
It.
It
Oh,
said-
I do.
the screen said hit the I think the R button to throw your flashlight on.
I feel like he has a bigger backpack.
Does the R button work?
Right?
He might. Well, he could probably think if you think he could carry more, but they probably
Yeah.
gave him a little
Yeah,
more.
I'm not. I don't think I have a flashlight yet.
At some point, the screen said to hit the R, maybe
The
push
R
the R
something?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, yeah. Well, I guess not.
Maybe I might have been supposed to go over here first. Hey, I miss you, little zombie.
We have to maybe check your
Streets is
inventory
empty.
again.
Man, because I haven't figured out which.
I
button
think
is
you have
the-
to. I think you have to like go to one of those magnifying glasses,
Yeah.
and then you can see your inventory.
Are you over here? No.
It was right when you walked in the door, I think.
Is it like another room?
Right there.
There you go.
Junk
You found
food.
some junk food. How old is the junk food though?
Yeah, just my hatchet. Was I supposed
In the
to?
box, picked up. I mean, hey, you never know what you need it for. Oh, dismantle it at a dismantle.
Does this
desk,
show
okay.
durability on the hatchet?
Just gonna walk in here.
Nice.
LT did that. Okay.
Okay, I can dodge. That's good to know.
He has stamina. You see the bottom? If his stamina goes all the way
Oh.
down, you can't dodge.
Nice.
It takes
he
that
got
much
enough.
Dang, that's a whole bar.
Life is hard.
Sorry.
You're supposed to-
You are fast, and my hatchet is faster.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
These
Yeah,
zombies
you
fight back, man.
Yeah, I know, but they don't.
You gotta
have
learn.
Any
You gotta learn to
dodges.
swing and then dodge.
And dodge at this.
Oh, yeah.
she's practicing
Okay, you
that.
got anything? You got a
I like
flashlight
how
for me?
you're making your own sound effects.
Ooh, I've got an expensive
got a watch?
though. I'm gonna show off to my girl when I
Yeah.
get home.
Like,
She'll be like,
check this
"Hey,
rollie
how
out,
was
girl.
Your day? I'll be like, watch this. Watch what I got.
I'm pretty sure that's not the conversation that they would have when you got
know.
home.
Papa's balling in this pocket.
If you live in an apocalypse and your honey goes, "How was your day?" It's crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought I dodged anything.
panicking, she got hands.
Is this door closed? What is happening? Did I close the door on it? Where are you?
What are you doing?
I think she's dead. I'm pretty sure I closed the door on her. Probably.
You did. Close
Do
So I
have a
think you're gonna
weight?
turn Value Records into a new shelter.
Maybe. So maybe you'll have multiple shelters.
Wait. Okay. Okay.
I wouldn't.
Is that a gun? No, that's just something on
You
the
should
ground.
put something who you wish it would.
I know. No, I'm just gonna.
All
check
threats
that.
cleared. You are now able to move in. Yep. And she's like, but I want to figure out what that
Okay,
can is
look.
out the
Okay,
street.
you can see how it looks kind of like a gun, right? Like, right? It's kind of like straight
when
and
it's
then down a
blurred,
little
when
bit.
it's blurred, I guess I can see it.
Okay, whatever. All right.
But it did look kind of orangish, so it did
Right.
look
Right.
like you would have found a Nerf gun.
Now I'm looking.
So how do you move in?
Move shelters? Oh, because nobody's here now.
Oh, check the backpack.
Yeah, check that backpack.
Flashlight? I was
No.
promised a flashlight.
There's some cloth.
A bottle.
Table
I
cloth.
take the cloth.
Well,
yeah.
that it should still
Don't
be
have
there
my
once you get the house,
hands.
hopefully.
Oh, right, because we gotta move in.
Or actually, can you dismantle the watch, or you should just drop it? I don't know if it's gonna be worth something useful
but
for
my
trading.
honey's watch.
You could trade it. That's why.
Okay.
I was like, what would the use be? We got a
I
scale.
guess because I can dismantle all this. So do we think I should take it, leave it?
Can be thrown. Well, the
Maybe.
bottle's a weapon,
The bottle, I just don't know if I'll use it as intended.
and your axe is about to break.
Oh.
Yeah, durability. Yep.
Okay, I'll let it break and come back. But
You gotta
I don't
figure
know
out
if
how
there's
to-
anything else in here. Oh.
Oh. Well, that means there's something on the other side of that.
I know, and I want to find out. Hello? Oh, this might just be where
yeah,
I
you just
started?
came from there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
How did the chair get there?
The zombie.
You walked through that door.
I swear I did, right?
Right?
I found my flashlight.
Just miraculously.
I swear to God, I tried. It's just the right stick. I think I was pushing it. I swear.
When the lights cut off, she's like, "Hey."
Whoa, look how bright it is in here. Like,
I can't handle this,
it's
bro.
just the right stick. I stream, I'm going to gaming.
My back hurts.
Look how bright it is in here. Did I miss anything in here? No.
So is it an item? Like, could the battery die?
I don't know. I have no clue. And
But she is very used to that flashlight already.
You gotta figure out how to move in there. I think maybe go back
I
to
think
the
I
door.
just go back. Yeah.
See if you can close the door and then barricade the door. Yeah.
Or maybe I could just go back to my other shelter.
Maybe.
She outside. Head back to the shelter. You did so good already, but we are actually already at time.
Oh,
But
yes, we
they're
are.
married and in love.
She's like, I wanna-
Hungry.
Oh my gosh, man.
Okay, well this game
Now she's-
is a
now
ton of
she's
fun.
starving.
It is
This
a ton of fun,
It makes
for
me think
sure.
about like just survival games in general. A little bit of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Energy. I love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yo, thank you so much. We had so much fun with
Yeah,
you. Your
this
story
is
is so
awesome.
awesome. This game
You
was
guys are
fire.
great.
And you guys know what time it is, man. Head over to G2A.com. We got all your codes for you. Any game you need, for the most part, we got you. And we're going to catch you in the next one.
Yeah, we are out.
G2A.
Later.
Peace.
Bye.